Now we're going to talk to you about the mysterious world of Oliver Twist. Oliver is a classic of English literature and one of the most famous English stories. Oliver's book was written in February 1837 by Charles Dickens.
Ahora vamos a hablar sobre el misterioso mundo de Oliver Twist. Oliver es un clásico de la literatura inglesa y una de las historias inglesas más famosas. El libro de Oliver fue escrito en febrero de 1837 por Charles Dickens.
Oliver was an orphan boy, and the story centers around his adventures after he escaped from the workhouse. Oliver Twist was Charles Dickens' second novel. The first Oliver Twist musical was made by Lionel Barth on June 30 of 1960, and has many famous and timeless songs. The songs that students have been working on: Food Glorious Food by Year 3, Pa Pa by Year 6W, and Pick a Pocket performed by 6S.
Oliver era un niño huérfano y su historia se centra en sus aventuras después de que escapara del asilo para pobres. Oliver Twist era la segunda novela de Charles Dickens. El primer musical de Oliver Twist fue hecho por Lionel Barth el 30 de junio de 1960. El musical tiene muchísimas canciones y muy famosas. Las canciones en las que los estudiantes han estado trabajando: Food Glorious Food por Year 3, Pa por Year 6W y Pick a Pocket por Year 6S.
Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is cruel. Every day we say a prayer, will they change the bill of fare? Till we get the same old gruel. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find? Can we beg? Can we borrow all cash? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine good morning food, hot sausage and mustard, while we're in the mood, cold jelly and custard, peas, pudding and saveloys. What next is the question? Rich gentlemen having boys in indigestion. We're infectious and dying. 3 banquets a day, our favorite diet. Just picture a payday steak, fried potato soup, Good glorious food, don't care what it looks like. One jumping and crude, don't care what it looks like.
Just thinking of growing fat.
Our senses are reeling. One moment of knowing that going up in good glorious food. What good would we live for? That's extra before. That's all that we live for. Why should we be catered to?
Hey Fagin, this is my new friend, Oliver Twist. Sir?
Always shall have the honor of your intimate acquaintance.
Hi!
We are very glad to see you, Oliver. Very. Charlie, you are too near the fire for Oliver. Dodger, take out the sausages.
Sorry, still.
Shut up, Andrew Georgian. Oh, you're looking at the pocket handkerchiefs, eh, my dear? There's a quite of them. We are hanging out ready for the wash. The wash.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's all, my boy. Around the world we are very nothing indeed. But our line Mind no business, plays a little berry, don't it, boys?
No!
You see, Oliver? In this life, one thing counts. In the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You gotta pick a pocket or two. Gotta pick a pocket or two. Boys, you gotta pick a pocket or two. Why should we break our backs? Stupidly paying tax. Better get someone takes income. Better pick a pocket or two. Gotta pick a pocket or two. Boys, you've gotta pick a pocket or two. Why should we all break our backs? Better pick a pocket or two. Robin Hood, what's a crook? Gave away what he took. Charity's fine, subscribe to mine. Get out a pick a pocket or two. You gotta pick a pocket or two. You gotta pick a pocket or two. Robin Hood was far too good. You gotta pick a pocket or two. Take a tip from Bill Sykes. He can whip what he likes. Harry Cole is not as small. He had to pick a pocket or two. You gotta pick a pocket or two. Boys, you gotta pick a pocket or two. Pick a big line from Bill Sykes. You gotta pick a pocket or two. Let's surely be high down, my dears. Let's get Oliver ready, we have to pick a pocket or two.
There's a little ditty they sing in the city, especially when they've been on the gin on the beer. If you have the patience, your own imagination's hotel is exactly what you want to hear. Oom papa, that's how it goes. Oom papa, everyone knows. They also pose what they want to suppose when they hear oom papa. Mr. Ben Snodgrass full of nappy old glass, but never when he thought that anybody could see. Secretly buying and drinking on quiet and dream. He wasn't with a girl on his knee. Oom papa, that's how it goes. Oom papa, everyone knows. What is the pose of his fresh shiny nose? Could it be oom papa? Pretty little Sally goes walking on the alley, displays her pretty ankles to all of the men. They can see her garters, but not for free and gratis. An inch or two, and then she knows when to say when. Oom papa, that's how it goes. Oom papa, everyone knows. Whether it's hidden or whether it's shown, it's the same oom papa. She was from the country, but now she's up on the country. She had a family and lead alone. What's the good of crying? She's made a better lying. She's glad to bring a coin in and join on the song. Oom papa, that's how it goes. Oom papa, everyone knows. She is no longer the same blushing rose ever since oom papa. All together now. There's a little ditty that's singing in the city,
Now we are going to talk about The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. This book was written in 1892 and published in 1894. The musical adaptation was released by Disney in 1967.
Ahora vamos a hablaros sobre el libro de la selva por Rudyard Kipling. Este libro fue escrito en 1892 y publicado por Disney en 1894.
Mowgli went with his parents on a trip to the jungle, but sadly they died after being eaten by the tiger Shere Khan. Mowgli was rescued by Bagheera, and the story centers around his adventures in the jungle. Early years have been working on becoming jungle animals, and will now perform one of the most famous songs from the musical, I Want to Be Like You.
Mowgli se fue de viaje con sus padres a la jungla, pero desafortunadamente murieron después de que se lo comiera el tigre Shere Khan. Mowgli fue rescatado por Bagheera, y la historia se centra en sus aventuras en la jungla. Early Years ha estado trabajando en convertirse en animales de la jungla. Ahora van a actuar una de las canciones más famosas del musical, I Want to Be Like You.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub, and stroll right into town, and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, I wanna be like you. After you, I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true. A name like me can learn to be human too. Now don't try to kid me, man cub, and don't get in a stew. What I desire is man's red fire, so I can be like you. Give me the secret, man cub, and clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower and make my dream come true. Oh, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true. An ape like me can learn to be human too. Oh, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You see it's true. An ape like me can learn to be human too. One more time, learn to be human too. One more time, can learn to be like someone like you.
The Wizard of Oz, written in Chicago by L. Frank Baum, is arguably the most famous of our musicals in history. The book was adapted by Richard Thorpe in 1939. The story centers on Dorothy and her adventures with a Tin Man, Lion, and Scarecrow after she gets blown away in a tornado from her home in Kansas. Today we will focus on the 1970 adaptation by Chris Loffen, The Wiz. Year 9 will be presenting the final scene when Dorothy kills the witch with a bucket of water and all the slaves are set free.
El Mago de Oz, escrito en Chicago por L. Frank Baum, es posiblemente el musical más famoso de la historia. El libro fue adaptado por Richard Thorpe en 1939. La historia se centra en Dorothy y su aventura con un hombre de hojalata, un león y un espantapájaros, después de que ella se volara en un tornado desde su casa en Kansas. Hoy nos centraremos en la adaptación de 1970 de Chris Loffen, The Wiz. Year 9 presentará la escena final cuando Dorothy mata a la bruja con un cubo de agua y todos los esclavos son liberados.
around, 'cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad because the silent fear and dread is gone. Freedom, you see, has got our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look around, go to yourself and check it out. Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day? Can't you feel a brand new day?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is a 1964 children's novel by British author Roald Dahl. The story features the adventures of young Charlie Bucket inside the chocolate factory of eccentric chocolatier Willy Wonka.
Charlie y la fábrica de chocolate es una novela infantil de 1964 por el autor Roald Dahl. La historia se centra en las aventuras del joven Charlie Bucket dentro de la fábrica de chocolate del excéntrico chocolatero Willy Wonka.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was first published in the United States by Alfred Knopf in 1964 and in the United Kingdom by George Allen and Unwin 11 months later. The book has been adapted into two major motion pictures, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in 1971 and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in 2005.
Charlie y la fábrica de chocolate fue publicada por primera vez por Alfred Knopf Inc. en los Estados Unidos en 1964 y en el Reino Unido por George Allen y Unwin 11 meses después. El libro ha sido adaptado dos distintos enfoques, Willy Wonka y la fábrica de chocolate en 1971 y Charlie y la fábrica de chocolate en 2005.
Now you will see three very special performances from the musical Year 1M will be performing Candyman, Year 2 I've Got a Golden Ticket and Year 1D Oompa Loompa.
Ahora vais a ver tres actuaciones muy especiales del musical Year 1M. Representará Candyman, Year 2 I've Got a Golden Ticket y Year 1D Oompa Loompa.
I can't stop eating sweets. All those wonderful Willy Wonka treats. You can keep the others. 'Cause me, I'm a Wonkerer. Oh yeah, when it comes to candy, Willy's the conqueror.
Take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candyman, the Candyman can. Who can take a rainbow, wrap it in a sigh, soak it in the sun and make a strawberry lemon pie. The Candyman, the Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can make the dishes. Nothing for you, Charlie?
Not today. I don't want to spoil my appetite.
Looks like your appetite could use a little spoiling. Here, take one of these. On the house.
Really? Thanks!
Who can take tomorrow, dip it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect up all the cream. The Candyman, the Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Thanks for the candy!
Hello, Dream. May I have a chocolate bar?
Of course you can, Charlie.
Which would you like? How about a Wonka's Friendly Ambitious bar?
That sounds delicious. Yes, please.
Here you go. Good luck, Charlie. the free golden ticket. Grandpa Grandma Josephine, Grandma Georgina, I did it. Did what, Charlie? I found the free golden ticket. Yay!
Congratulations! You are invited to Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory
On 21st of April 2021.
That's today!
I never thought my life could be anything but catastrophe. Suddenly I begin to see a bit of love for me. 'Cause I got a golden ticket. I got a golden twinkle in my eye. I never had a chance to shine, never had a song to sing. Suddenly half the world was mine. What an amazing thing. 'Cause I got a golden ticket. I got a golden sun up in the sky. I found it! The last golden ticket!
You did it, Charlie!
Grandpa Joe, you should accompany Charlie. That is, if you think you can handle it.
Handle it? You just try to stop me!
I never thought I'd see the day when I would face the world and say,
Good morning. Look at the sun.
I never thought that I would be slapping the lap of luxury. 'Cause sign had said it couldn't be done, but it can be done.
Yes, it can be done.
We never had a better singing, never will we be a golden time. And the glorious golden wing, our minds will become sublime. I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket. I got a golden chance to make my way. And with the golden ticket, it's a golden day.
They're so cute. I want one.
I've got a perfect puzzle for you.
If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
What do you get when you guzzle down sweets?
Eating as much as an elephant eats.
What are you at getting terribly fat?
What do you think will
Come of that.
I don't like the look of it. Oompa, loompa, doopity-da. If you're not greedy, you will go far. You will live in happiness too. Like the oompa, loompa, doopity-doo. Doopity-doo.
Now we're going to go back to December 1962, where the original West Side Story musical was filmed. The original musical was published in 1962 on December 7th. The book, which was adapted from Romeo and Juliet, was published in 1958. It was written by Arthur Lawrence.
Ahora vamos a remontarnos a diciembre de 1962, donde se grabó el musical original de West Side Story. El musical original se publicó el 7 de diciembre de 1962. El libro que fue adaptado de Romeo y Julieta se publicó en 1958. Fue escrito por Arthur Lawrence.
West Side Story was adapted from Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet was written by English poet and author William Shakespeare. West Side Story is about two gangs, the Sharks and the Jets, who have rivalry in the streets of New York. Tony, the best friend of the leader of the Jets, Riff, falls in love with the sister of Bernardo, the leader of the Sharks.
West Side Story fue una adaptación de Romeo y Julieta. Romeo y Julieta fue escrita por el poeta y autor inglés William Shakespeare. West Side Story trata sobre dos bandas, los tiburones y los Jets, que tienen una rivalidad en las calles de Nueva York. Tony, el mejor amigo del líder de los Jets, se enamora de la hermana de Bernardo, el líder de los tiburones.
This book has been made into many different musicals and movies. The first movie was filmed on September 26, 1957. Year 7 and Year 8 are going to act out a few scenes from this musical. The first act is going to be Jet Song performed by Year 7D. The Jet's song is at the beginning of the play when they first recruit Tony and talk about how their gang is.
Este libro se ha convertido en muchos musicales y películas diferentes. La primera película se filmó el 26 de diciembre de 1957. Year 7 y Year 8 van a representar algunas de las escenas de este musical. El primer acto será la canción Jet interpretada por Year 7D. The Jet Song está al comienzo de la obra, cuando reclutan a Tony por primera vez y hablan de lo buena que es su pandilla.
The Jets get together and decide about having an all-out fight with the Sharks, which you will see performed by some boys in Year 8. The Year 8 girls will perform I Feel Pretty about when Maria first falls in love with Tony.
La siguiente canción será I Feel Pretty, interpretada por Year 8, sobre la primera vez que María ve a Tony y se enamora.
The next song that Year 7G are going to act out is the Tonight Quintet, where Tony and Maria's best friend Anita sings about the two gangs, how they are going to fight, and how Tony and Maria are going to get together for the first time.
La siguiente canción que interpretará Year 7G son los Quinets, donde Tony, María y la mejor amiga de María, Anita, cantan sobre las dos bandas, cómo van a pelear y cómo Tony y María se van a juntar por primera vez.
The Sharks, we need every man we got.
But Tony don't belong anymore.
Cut it, action boy. Me and Tony started the Jets.
Well, he acts like he doesn't want to belong anymore. Who doesn't want to belong to the Jets?
Yeah. But Tony ain't been with us for over a month.
What about the day we club at the Emerald? Which we couldn't have done without Tony.
Tony has always come through for us, and he will now.
When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. When you're a jet, let them do what they can. You got brothers around, you're a family man. You're never alone, you're never disconnected. You're home on your own, your company's expected, you're well protected. Then you are set with the capital J, which you'll never forget till they part you away. When you're a jet, you stay a jet.
Now I know Tony like I know me, and I guarantee you can count him in.
In, out, let's get cracking. It ain't safe to go and pee our territory.
At the dance tonight at the gym.
But the gym's neutral territory.
Nice with him, I'm only gonna challenge him.
Right, Daddy-o.
So listen, everybody dress up sweet and sharp. Meet Tony and me at the 10 and walk tall.
We always walk tall. We're a jet.
When you're a jet, you're the top hat in town. You're the gold medal kid with the heavyweight crown. When you're a jet, you're the swinging, little boy. You're a man, little man, you're a king.
Jets are in here, and cylinders are clicking. The sun's clear, to every Puerto Rican's a lousy chicken. Here come the jets like a back someone gets in our way, someone don't feel so well. Here come the jets, say the world's in the side, let it go on the ground, let it run, let it hide. We're crawling all night, so keep your noses hidden. We're hanging a sign, since visitors forbidden, and we ain't kidding. Here come the jets,
Gonna be every last bug you can on the whole bugging street, on the whole bugging
ever loving street.
Now listen, we fought hard for this turf and we ain't gonna give it up.
Right, man!
The Emeralds claimed it and we shut them out. The Hawks tried to take it away and we knocked them down cellar.
Yeah, but these PRs are different.
They multiply.
They keep coming.
Like cockroaches.
Close the windows.
They're eating our food.
They're breathing out the air. They're running. Free enterprise.
Help, I'm drowning. And you heard what Lieutenant Strang said. We gotta make nice with these PRs or else we gotta let them in under our noses and take it all away from us.
No more no!
Yeah, damn right no. So what are we gonna do? I'll tell you, buddy boys. We're gonna speed fast. We're gonna move like lightning.
Like yeah.
And we're gonna clean them chunks up for once and for all so they ain't gonna set a foot on our turf again. And we're gonna do it in one all-out fight.
A rumble, chung chung.
Cool action, boy. The Sharks want a piece of this world too, and they're real dumb boys. They might ask for blades or zip guns.
Zip guns, yeah?
I'm not finalizing and saying they will. I'm only saying they might. and we gotta be prepared. So what's your mood, Jets?
I say go, go.
I say mix.
I say suck them.
Do them!
And if they say blades or guns,
I say, let's go the hunting.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl with me tonight. I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel, and so pretty that I hardly can believe I'm real. See a pretty girl in that here or there, who can then attract the girl here? Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me. I feel stunning, I'm entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy, for I'm loved by a pretty wonderful boy. Have you met my girlfriend Maria, the craziest girl on the block? You know her the minute you see her. She's the one who is in an advanced state of shock. She thinks she's in love, she thinks she's in Spain, la la. She isn't in love, she's really insane. It must be the heat, or some rare disease, la la la. Or too much to eat, or maybe it's fleas. Keep away from her, said Fortino. This is not the Maria we know. Modest and true, polite and refined, well bred and mature, and out of her mind.
Miss America, speech, speech!
I feel pretty, oh so pretty, that the city should give me its keys. A committee should be organized one.
La 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 la.
I feel dizzy, I feel sunny, I feel fizzy and funny and fun, and so pretty. Miss America just resign.
La 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 la.
See a pretty girl in that mirror there.
What mirror where?
Who can let attack the girl here?
Which one where we?
Such a pretty face, such a pretty dress, such a pretty smile, such a pretty me. I feel sunny, I'm entrancing, feel like running and dancing for joy. For I'm loved by a pretty, wonderful boy.
The kids are gonna have to play tonight. The kids are gonna have to play tonight. Where everything's rumble, fair fight, and they can still rumble, rumble and right. We're gonna have them a surprise tonight. We're gonna have them exercise tonight. Instead of being rubbers, no tricks, but just in case they know us, we're ready to play. Tonight. We're gonna rock it tonight. We're gonna get it up and have us a ball. We're gonna get it tonight. Before they turn it on the harder they fall. We're Billy Gannon. We're Billy Gannon. We're the ones who struggle on the floor. Tonight. Anita's gonna get her kicks tonight. We'll have a private little mix tonight. He's working hard and tired, the poor dear. Don't matter if he's tired, as long as he's here. Tonight, tonight won't be just any night. Tonight there will be no
rock you boy right. We're gonna fly you boy right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna rock it tonight. We're gonna dance it tonight. Today the minutes seem like barely the hours. So baby,
Now we will enter into Mary Poppins and a Magical World. The original book was released in 1934 and was written by Pamela Linden Travels.
Ahora entraremos en Mary Poppins y su mundo mágico. El libro original fue lanzado en 1934, escrito por Pamela Linden Travels.
The songs of the musical Mary Poppins were written by the Sherman Brothers and the adaptation by Julian Fellows. Mary Poppins the musical contains 17 different songs. Today we are going to see a handful of them. Let's Go Fly Kite, performed by Year 5, occurs when Mr. Banks decides to finally do something fun with his kids.
Las canciones del musical Mary Poppins han sido escritas por los Sherman Brothers y las adaptaciones por Julian Fellows. El musical de Mary Poppins contiene 17 canciones diferentes. Hoy vamos a ver muchas de ellas. Let's Go Fly a Kite, realizada por Year 5, ocurre cuando Mr. Banks por fin decide hacer algo divertido con sus niños.
Spoonful of Sugar, by Year 4, arguably the most famous song in the musical, happens when Mary Poppins is persuading Jane and Michael to clean their room, because sometimes it can be even fun.
Spoonful of Sugar, realizada por Year 4, es sin duda la canción más famosa en el musical. Ocurre cuando Mary Poppins está convenciendo a Jane y a Michael para que recojan su cuarto, porque a veces puede ser incluso divertido.
Step in Time, performed by Year 5, is a magical celebratory dance by Bert and his chimney sweep. Step in Time...
Step in Time, representada por Year 5, es un baile de celebración por Bert y sus limpias chimeneas.
Last but not least, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This song occurs when Mary Poppins wins a horse race and she is surrounded by reporters asking lots of questions. Without knowing what to say, she replies that the only answer for this question is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Por último, pero por no menos importante, Supercalifragilisticexpialidoso. Esta canción ocurre cuando Mary Poppins gana una carrera y se encuentra rodeada de reporteros preguntándole muchísimas preguntas. Sin saber qué decir, ella responde que solo hay una respuesta para esa pregunta, y es supercalifragilisticexpialidoso.
Without pencil, paper, and string, you can have your little wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird. You fly, your feet holding tight to the string of your kite. Oh, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find